I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there going, oh no, not another episode of punishing dumbass openings. Well, sorry. You know, if mofos would stop playing them against me, I'll stop making videos about them. Okay? How's that for a deal? So, today's dumbass of the day is Ahmed Al-Baiti from the Yemen. And let's go, shall we? Now, stop me if you've seen this before. Pawn to e3. The Van Croix opening. Okay, not great. So if you look at the eval, right, it says that white starts, it says 0-0 here, but after e4, it's 0.31. Okay, I'll tell you this. Right, after he plays this, it's 0.1. So he's given away 0.2 of a pawn just by not occupying the centre. Okay, so obviously I play e5. It doesn't really matter which I play. I'm just going to grab the centre if I can. And I can. And then, so I play now d5, and we have, I'm sorry, the cow. The mad cow disease appears to be spreading in the chess community, even among 1500s who ought to know better. Okay, we have knight to f3. I play my bishop out now, just, you know, developing my king side, preparing to castle. This knight was attacking this pawn, so you have to defend it. Now, I didn't really feel like putting my knight there and maybe blocking the c-pawn from going to c6 or c5. And I certainly didn't want to put my knight here blocking this bishop, so this move seems to make sense. Have another knight out, and surely c6 comes, yeah. This is like, I play this pawn structure a lot. It's just so flexy, you know. Yeah, this bishop isn't fantastic for now, but these pawns aren't going to stay there forever. We have bishop to e2. Now, interestingly, he's brought his knight straight to here, because normally in the cow, you dick about with your knights a bit more. You do like here and then here, which is just a special kind of dumb. Okay, so here I just decide, sod it. Let's throw in f5, take all the space, because opponent's going like, you know, come at me, bro. We have h3 now from my opponent, for want of a better word. Well, he's meant to be an opponent, but he hasn't put anything on the 4th rank yet, so he's like just hiding under the table, isn't he? So now e4, right? It's a fork on pawn and knight. We're going to cause some stuff. If he takes here, I take back with the f-pawn. I'm going to get me an open f-file. Of course he takes. I take back with the f-pawn. So now I've got the 2 central pawns. He's only got the 1 central pawn, and this comes with tempo on the knight as well, so he's got to do something about my lovely horse. Okay, now the horse comes to a reasonable square at d4. I'll admit that. But notice now, I've got this nice connect 4, and where's most of white's junk? The wrong side of the wall. And winter is coming. Okay, knight f6 now from black. We have bishop d2, and this is now minus 1.7. Okay, no blood has been spilt so far. Okay, no knights were harmed in the filming of this. Okay, we have castles. And a3. Right, so it's almost like my opponent saying, I'm just going to do anything I can to stop you getting into my camp. But wait. Queen e8 now. Sometimes these little subtle queen moves can be very, very powerful. Right, I didn't see much future for my queen on the queen side of the board. But, you know, here, maybe move the knight, make use of this nice f-file. And this looks a little rash to me. It's not so bad according to the eval. The eval didn't really twitch. But g4. So has he got fantasies about castling that side? We shall see. And now, simply, queen f7. Just 2 very, very quiet moves from me, right? But the idea is, obviously, look at this king, right? Where's he got? So I can take this for free. Like, bishop takes, it's checkmate. It's finished. End of the game. Thank you very much. Okay, so over comes the rook. Not the best move. The computer says, castles. Okay, but that would be pant-puckeringly bold. Okay, now these pawns are at least holding my stuff at bay. This bishop can't do much, this knight can't do much right now. But what can we do about this situation? So now I just play a6. because he's got 1, 2, 3 minor pieces that could come to there. Computer's not too impressed with that. Computer thinks c5 here, starting my campaign in the centre of the board. That does make sense, but then again, you know, I'm breaking this lovely pawn chain that's holding all the centre together. So I play this. He pushes on and loses his pawn there, right? He's just undefended his own pawn. That comes with tempo on the rook. Now, what should my opponent do? Computer says rook h1, turn it back onto the bishop, which does make sense, actually. But he takes. Do I take back? No, queen takes. Was that the best move? It was by far the best move, right? Because now he can't move the rook. Remember, because now that the f-file is opened up again, if he moves the rook to g1 or h1, it's mate, because the king's got no squares to go to. So he dives out. Now, here's where I miss a trick, I think. Yeah, the computer says e takes f3 en passant is the move. Okay, I snatch at the, well, first grab the rook. I thought I was going to go in with this. Queen h4 check, rook blocks. Okay. So I snatch the rook first. Bishop takes, and now queen comes in with check. King comes up. And here, I just bring my bishop around. I'm thinking, let's get the queen onto the light squares, right? Then the bishop on the dark squares, and we could get ourselves a checkmate. The computer didn't like this as much. The computer again is saying c5 here. Or queen h2 is just as good, because my pawn's guarding these two squares, right? But this is kind of giving my opponent some rope and the opportunity to screw up. And up indeed he screws. So that is queen g4 check. King can't go here, and he can't retreat. Very important. When you're trying to hunt a king down, this like direct, do it in line of where he wants to run away, so that he can't retreat. He has to come forward. And then bishop to h4 is indeed checkmate. Let's have a quick look at the old game review. So what I like about this is it's just like constant decline. So I'm making slightly better moves, he's making slightly worse, and it just gets worse and worse and worse to this point. And I do make a couple of inaccuracies here. There, I should have taken EP. So let's play this through. Bishop takes. And now it says bishop takes f1. Now that the bishop can't take, so king pretty much has to capture there. And here it's just saying knight d7. Just start to bring all your stuff around. A bit of a slower approach there, but you know, that's okay. Back to the review, and this one it didn't like at all. Here it said, hey, for example, yeah, queen in here. It thinks is more forcing. Okay, so after king e1, again queen g3 or queen h4 with check. Probably doesn't really matter. King comes back out. Again, knight to d7. So it's taking a much more cautious and slow approach. And to be honest, yeah, this is a 10-minute rapid game, and I still had 7 minutes on the clock at this point. So, or was it 7 minutes on the clock when we finished? Nearly. So I did have plenty of time to do that, but I wasn't in the mood. But anyway, definitely a qualifier for punishing dumbass opening. I think this is now number 50 as well. Unfortunately, number 49 and number 50 are very similar openings, both based on the stupid cow. Stop it. If you're playing the cow, stop it. I mean, look, I'm all for an edgy, double-edged, risky, unsound opening, but dumbass openings, please. You know, do me a favour, because I've got to make videos about them. Imagine how I feel. Thanks for watching. See you later.